Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, y'all. So, listen, we are here for yet another live market analysis. Okay. I'm really excited. I hope y'all are. We've been doing this so I think this is like the third or the fourth one because I started doing them in November. So I'm really excited to see like what questions people have and all that good stuff because I know good and well there gotta be some questions out there. I know it's some questions out there. So um I'm excited, I'm hyped, I'm ready to just hear what everybody has. But before we get into that, I definitely want to do, of course, our whole housekeeping type of thing. So make sure, number one, y'all like the video. Let it be known. Let people on YouTube know that we're here right now. We're about to get into it. I want you all to get your questions together. Okay. Get your questions together because I'm pretty sure that, we'll be having more questions over time. We are what 20, oh man, I just looked at it, 20 something days away from the new year. And obviously we have 3 weeks or a little under 3 weeks remaining of trading in 2023. And what we want to do is make sure that whatever questions we have, whatever it is that we've been curious about, probably need clarity on, we're getting that clarity on those things today. So I want to make sure y'all are taken care of. So that means I really need you to just get your questions together. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed yet. And then hit the notification bell so that way you know every time that I'm going live for the remainder of this year. Y'all, actually, what is it? Hold on, let me make sure. So we have one more Sunday that I'll be doing this. Okay, one more Sunday, and that is next Sunday that I'll be doing this. And then you have Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So I won't be doing excuse me. So I won't be doing the market analysis then. So make sure you hit the notification bell. So if you're not a part of the Prosperity Calls community right now, then you can join or be a part of the Prosperity Calls community because you'll have that notification. You'll know when I'm going live. You'll actually get more information pertaining to trading to help you with preparing to have a very prosperous trading year in 2024 because you're part of the community already. So what was it? So I said hit the notification bell, subscribe, thumbs up, y'all, do it. And go ahead and share this too. If you know someone that's been talking about trading, they've been having some issues with being consistently profitable, make sure that you let them know that we're live right now and they could jump on here and ask questions. So hopefully that helps them with whatever they've been struggling with in trading specifically. And y'all, just to be honest, what I'm going to show you or what I've always shown over the past few weeks, I've been showing you stuff that helps you with investing as well, because whether you have thought about it or not, what this does is help you to utilize or give you kind of an edge as an investor too. So that's something else to think about. You get that edge as an investor when you learn this skill. So now that we got all of that out the way, I can start sharing my screen. And that's not the right button. And y'all, just so you know, my dog has gotten himself in my chair. He just, likes to take over my office. So if you see him get up, stretch or whatever, don't mind him. Just focus on what I'm sharing with you, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, so we're going to go through this really quickly because I want to make sure everybody is good. We're going to go through the currency strength meter real quick. Okay. If there's anything on here that it looks like we can possibly check out, then not Euro USD, then we'll do that. Okay. So I'm making a list right now because I didn't get to do it earlier. Normally I have my list already, but I had a meeting that I just had to leave early to come on here and jump on live with y'all. But I'm doing my list right now. So Euro AUD, buy Euro JPY, which I already knew from my session earlier today, buy, and Euro CAD, buy. So if you're like, Leon, I want to know how you are coming up with these pairs, and then how was it a buy? Go click the link that you see in this video. Start with how to trade Forex part 1. Okay. The first video in the description of this video, because I give you 4 parts. This shows you my trading system. All right. So that's all of those. And then next is AUD USD sell, USD JPY is a buy, and USD CAD is also a buy. Oops, that's a buy. And then I don't really mess with the franc, but I'll do it for y'all. So AUD CHF is a sell. CHF JPY buy, and CAD CHF is a sale. So that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pairs to look at. Okay, so now I got that. Then I'm going to Forex Factory. And then I'm going to just check these out. So I'm going to type in what I don't have up here. I'm going to type it in here. And then see, what I want to see is Euro AUD is supposed to be buying across the board. Well, it's supposed to be buying. It's been buying for the past 4 hours, but for the last hour, it's down. So that is not going in the same direction. Euro JPY, I don't have up here, so I'm going to type that in. Real quick, y'all, same thing. Euro JPY is not doing the same thing. And the reason I'm doing this, is because this is helping me with condensing my list. So Euro CAD is buying. Both numbers are green. We're good to go. So I put a check mark next to that. AUD USD is supposed to be selling. Nope, both numbers are not red. USD JPY is supposed to be buying. Both numbers are not red. USD CAD is supposed to be buying. Both numbers are green. So that is good. AUD CHF is not up here. So let's do that. This is supposed to be selling. So both numbers should be red. They are not. So if both numbers are not either green or red, according to what we're doing, buying or selling, then when I go to mark up the charts, I'm not going to utilize that, right? CHF JPY is not up here. So let's type that in. This is supposed to be buying. Both numbers are not green. So no. And CAD CHF is supposed to be selling. Both numbers should be red. Both numbers are not red. Okay, so right now I only have 2 that are doing what we saw on the currency strength meter, and that's Euro CAD and USD CAD. I'm still going to go next to investing.com. And then I'm going to put all of these in just to see if there's a difference. If there's no difference, then I know I'm going with just Euro CAD and USD CAD to mark up with y'all. So when I go to investing.com, I go to technical summary, which is what you see. Again, if you want to know, Leona, why are you doing these things before you look at TradingView or your broker account? It's because as a beginner in the trading world, it's very easy to get overwhelmed. It's very easy to have that analysis paralysis where it's like, oh my gosh, there's too much going on, and you don't make a move. So creating a list and then going through and checking things off, or minimizing this list, it helps people with moving forward in the market. Okay, so I trade off the 1 hour time frame. So my column 1 here is going to be 1 hour, and then you just go to the next higher time frame for column 2, next higher time frame for column 3, next higher time frame for column 4. Again, y'all, I'm going fast on this because all the information on how to analyze each one of these websites that I'm doing for my 3-part trading system is in the description of this video. So you can go and watch it in very slow instruction, so you will have it down. So now what I'm going to do, everything that is not on my list, I am removing it because USD CHF is not on there. Because I'm going to make sure that I only have the things that are a part of my list on here so I can get an answer as to what is actually, I have no pound on here, as to what is doing what before I go into trading view. So Euro AUD, I need to add, adding, I got Euro JPY, Euro CAD, I need to add USD, I got those. USD CAD, AUD, CHF. So I should have a total of 9 pairs on here at the end of this. And then that tells me I have everything off of my list. Okay, so I got a total of 9, so I'm good to go. Okay, so what I'm looking for here is like USD JPY, I have wrote down for a buy, starting with the currency strength meter. Well, if I don't see buy or strong buy across the board, that tells me that this is not going to be one of those things for me to look at trading. So I'm going to scratch it off my list. Okay. Again, what I'm showing you is for beginners, beginner friendly type of stuff. So that way you can go into the market and not be all over the place. So USD JPY, I'm scratching it off my list. AUD USD, because it is selling and the weekly is neutral, I'm going to keep it and check it out later. I'm probably not going to do it on this session though, but I'll check it out later. USD CAD is supposed to be buying, and right now it's not buying across the board. But again, I can check that out maybe. We'll see what it shows us. Euro JPY, same thing. Okay, this one is all over the place. So nope, scratch that off my list completely. Euro AUD, still all over the place. We got buy and sell. So I'm scratching that off my list because Euro AUD is supposed to be buying. Euro CAD is supposed to be buying. This one is actually all over the place. So I got to take that off because that is a no-go. That is all off. AUD CHF. So we'll see. I'll probably check that out later. Not on this session. CHF, JPY all over the place, so nope. And CAD, CHF all over the place, so nope. So the only thing I'm going to look at right now first is going to be USD CAD, and then I'll look at AUD USD. Okay. And then, of course, y'all know time permits, I'll look at gold, and I'm going to share something with y'all about Bitcoin. All right. So do me a favor, y'all. Make sure you go and like the video, okay? And also share this video with people who have expressed to you that they want to learn how to trade, but they really are not sure on how to go about doing it. They are a little frustrated maybe, you know, with their process so far or progress so far. Maybe they've been trading before, but they have yet to be consistently profitable, all right? So I'm going to, I don't know if I've done this recently, and let me do this. Hold on, get this off of here for a second so I don't confuse y'all. I don't remember. So it definitely has been a while since I've done this because that was last month when I marked that. Yeah, it's been a while. So let me do this real quick, y'all. So I do a top-down analysis, and what that means is I look at higher time frames to tell me where price has been, because what that does is help me to get an idea of where price has the potential to return to. So with the top-down analysis, it also helps me to find take profit points established as well. So that's a really good thing too. So I got my high for the month, low for the month. I'm going to go down to the week, do the same thing. Previous week high is up here. So price broke above the previous month high. And this is my previous week. So this current week, this is previous week. So I do previous month, previous week, previous day. There's a reason for that. I would say go and watch the replay of these sessions so that way you can see in slower time why I do those things. All right, because I want to hurry up and get to these so that way we can say yay or nay on what we potentially can do. Y'all want to make sure that I share this with you. I know it's in the description of this video, but y'all, I'm not a licensed financial advisor nor a licensed trader. I'm a student. I love to trade. I love to share my personal experiences with people in hopes to help them have a better journey as a trader than I did starting out. I want to give you some of the do's and don'ts that I learned the hard way in hopes that you have a smoother trading journey, you know? So that's really huge to me. At the end of the day, it's making sure that I just, you know, follow that mantra. They say each one teach one. I'm real big on that. So this is current market price. My bad. This is current market price on the 4 hour. I can actually draw my fib here because I see the price did turn around in attempt to buy. And y'all, if you want to know how I mark my field and why I do it on a 4 hour and all that, again, go watch the replay. Okay, you can watch the replay. Oops. You can watch the replay. And then I take my time, but that's parts 1 through, I think it's 1 through 5 actually. For I want to say on part 5, I go a little slow too with the fib as well. So, but anyway, how to trade Forex parts 1 through 4 is in the description of this video. So you guys can, you all can go check that out. All right, cool. So these things I do to help me to just gauge where price has a potential to return to. That is it. That is all. All right, cool. So now I got my field marked. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, so I'm looking at AUD USD. This is telling me that retracement did happen. It did not continue to push up. Buyers lost their momentum. And on top of that, this is the previous day high here. So the day high is inside this golden zone here, the 5618 field area. This is typically strong retracement. Okay, typically strong retracement. So that's exactly what happened. Hit this previous day high, push back down. So this is telling me that US dollar strength, as long as it continues to be strong like that, we have the potential for US dollar to come down. AUD USD, we have the potential for AUD USD to come back down to this previous week low. Now, here's the thing, y'all. With AUD USD, because this move has already occurred, this looks like a tweet. What? This a tweeter top? Almost. This almost. Okay. But yes, so since this move has already happened, this started at 7 p.m. We're 2 hours behind because this is 9:19 p.m. Central Standard Time. So yeah, it's too late to enter this trade. So that would mean that I would need for a price to clear, meaning close below this previous day low and then push down to at least the week. Now, here's the thing, y'all. I am really big on risk to reward ratio. If the risk to reward ratio is not at a bare minimum 1 and 2, I do not take the trade. Okay, just straight up. So here's what I would be looking for. We would need, because I trade candlestick patterns, I will need to see a bearish candlestick pattern form below this previous day low. Okay, depending on how much movement has occurred, that will determine if there is a decent risk to reward ratio from where the confirmation happens. So like this looks like a tweezer top here with a confirmation. Well, we missed that. So and because it was a previous day low here, I wouldn't have entered that trade anyway, because I would have needed to see the movement continue to be a bit stronger below this previous day low to tell me, yeah, it's going to continue to go down. So since that didn't happen, You wouldn't be able to enter this anyway. So again, I would need to see bearish candlestick pattern populate below this day low, and then see what the risk to reward ratio is for this. Now, that would mean take profit one would be here, and then we could establish another potential take profit point by changing this chart to a line chart. And then, y'all, if you know anything about trading, we do a lot of back testing. Back testing. Back testing lets us know where price has been, what it has the potential to do, what patterns you typically see, all that good stuff. So when we're looking for a sell, I'm looking for areas where price forms a V. So it's like a pivot point, or you could say support, whichever terms you want to use. But I'm looking for little small V's or very deep V's like this. So small V's, deep V's, or if it's kind of like flat line, that tells me we have doji candles, more than likely, of some sort that are on there. This tells us the more times price hits one area, this tells us that in for those of us that think in probabilities, it has a potential to come back to this area because of how many times prices come there before. All right. So depending on the movement below this previous day low here, if price comes down, then this potentially could be a take profit one. If the risk to reward ratio is not there, then this would be, let me see. So it was resistance, 1, 2, 3. That was 3 touches, support, and resistance, and it kind of came above that. So let's see if we have more to the left. Yes, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at a bare minimum, 6 touches with this for AUD USD. Let me just see real quick. One more time. Nah, okay. All right. So this would be depending on, I need some music, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know why this stopped playing. Like I clicked on it and it should have kept playing. I don't know why. There we go. All right. So now back to candlestick. So depending on what happens here, if price comes down, close below here, we would need to see what the risk to reward ratio is. If the risk to reward ratio is still great with coming to this previous week low, then yes, this would be take profit one. If it is not, then this would be my take profit two. Okay. But again, I would need to see a bearish candlestick pattern form below here. And then I would determine risk to reward ratio to tell me if this is going to be take profit one or is this going to be take profit one. Okay. Now, if this does not do that, and let me do this real quick. Oops. Again, this is hypothetical if there's good enough risk to reward ratio. All right. If not, this one will be TP1. All right. And if y'all have any questions, feel free to let me know. Because I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I thought it was playing. Clearly it was not. All right, so TP2. Again, y'all, all I'm doing is just marking potential areas. So if this does not close with a bearish candlestick pattern below this previous day low, then we can look for potential buy, okay? So because this is forming, and y'all, just for those who are new to coming on here with me, I trade candlestick patterns, okay? So this is a bullish candlestick pattern, which is called the bullish harami. So if this candle were to form a buy candle and the US dollar strength goes down and the Australian dollar strength goes up, then that would be another confirmation for me that, okay, AUD USD is turning around for the buy. Buyers may legit be in the building. So we will prepare for a potential buy. So now I'm going to mark potential take profit points based off of a potential buy. Y'all, this will be too close because we need to see the buy actually happen. So look like that one actually has 2 touches off the bat. We got one. Again, for a buy, I want to see peaks. If you have not watched any of my videos before, please click the links after this live session whenever you can this week. Watch the parts 1 through 4, okay? And then that'll help you out. So 1 peak, this is telling me resistance. 2 peaks, that's another bit of resistance. This one kind of broke above it, but we have flat line here, so more than likely we have like some doji candles. And I'm going to show y'all. So just keep your eyes right here where it's flat. And let's see. Bam. Got it. All right. So that's good. That's another touch. So that's 3 so far. That came close, but no. So we're looking for potential resistance. 4, 5. So 5 so far. And this is all on the hour. That one was real close right there. So that would have been 6. So yeah, so we got 1 potential take profit point. Okay. All of this will be dependent upon if we see a bullish confirmation. Okay. And we will need to see that the Australian dollar strength picks up and the US dollar strength weakens. Okay. On the currency strength meter. This thing here. So we need to see 4 more bars with the Australian dollar, 2 bars with the US dollar. That tells us that the strength for the Australian dollar has picked up, and now that buy could potentially be legit. If that does not happen, y'all, then there's no point in even talking about trading this for a buy. All right? I don't care what pattern pops up on here. I wouldn't do it. That's just me, though. You do what you do. So this is potential take profit 1. If we see those things happen in the next 30 plus minutes, okay. TP1 for the buy. Again, y'all, I mark multiple, okay. And then I'll do the same thing. TP2 is going to be my previous day high here. This is yellow. The yellow line is my previous day high. So now I got my buy, take profit points mark, and I have my potential sale, take profit points mark. Why do I do both? Because I have no idea what the market is going to do. I'm waiting on confirmation. There's nothing here telling me like, oh yeah, it's legit, like selling. No. Okay. I need a bearish confirmation, a bearish candlestick pattern with confirmation to happen below this yellow line here. That tells me I'm going for the sale. Depending on risk to reward ratio, this will be my take profit 1. If the risk to reward is not that great from where it confirms that, then this will turn into my take profit 1. Okay. If this does not happen, if the sale doesn't happen and it does turn around, Australian dollar strength comes up and the US dollar weakens, and then we see a bullish, a buy candle confirmed here, and we have that as well, and guess what? Buy. Okay. This take profit 1 is, of course, again, dependent upon risk to reward ratio. I need to see at a bare minimum 1 to 2. That's the bare minimum. I do not, me personally, y'all, again, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, I'm not a licensed trader. I'm a student, but I've been trading for almost 5, well, no, my bad. I've been trading for 5 years now, off and on. And I'm telling y'all some of the things that I do because of me bumping my head in the market in the beginning, in the middle, and of course, learning from all of that, those bumps and bruises, and now with getting the results that I'm getting. So this is what I do. So I'm sharing with y'all what I do in hopes that it helps you in your trading journey. All right. So potential take profit 1, depending on risk to reward ratio. If it's not that great, this will be my take profit 1. All right. Because this is my previous day high, and price has the potential to come back there if the momentum for the buy is there. All right, so we have our buy marked, we have our potential sale marked as well. We good to go. So AUD, USD, I'm putting this down so that way I can give y'all results. All right. So we got that. I'm going to do USD CAD. This movement may very well happen tomorrow, y'all. So I'm going to do this real fast and furious with the top-down analysis on here. I'm not going to walk y'all through this all slow. So again, if you want to watch how I do this in slow motion, then y'all please do me a favor and click the links that you see in the description of this video. Okay, because at this point, y'all, I'm just going through everything super fast so that way we can see what the market is showing us. All right, and to those of you that know how to trade, I showed my 3-part trading system. You can look at incorporating it if it makes sense to you. If you don't like it, that's perfectly fine. Again, y'all, I'm not licensed. I'm not telling you what to do with your money and how you trade. I'm just giving you options based off of what works for me and what has been working for other people that I've been sharing this with. Okay. And I'm not telling anybody what trades to get in either. I just showed y'all what I did with my system. That's what gave me these things to look at in the market. Okay. So now USD CAD has been ranging. So I'm going to mark my fib here for the buy. See. And there's a reason why I color code my stuff, y'all, because that helps me with keeping an eye on these things. So that way I'm not like, what was this for? Why do I have this box? That helps me so I'm not all over the place. And if this is helping you, if it makes sense, let me know. Okay. Oh, and y'all do me a favor. If you have a particular currency, crypto, indice, or whatever that you really like to trade, drop that in the comments too, because I want to start marking some of these things that you all like as well. And then I could just, do those on the session too. All right, cool. So this is where market price is at right now. Ooh, it got close. It pushed down and got close to it after this high. It definitely got close. Okay. So now let's go to the hour. So remember, y'all, was on the 4 hours ranging. That just means it's consolidating. It hasn't made a decision on if it's going to go into this serious buy or sell. So this one, actually, we're waiting for more than likely for a breakout. All right. And what I mean by that is I would not trade this because this previous day high is a form of resistance, meaning price will come up here and push back down. This week high is another form of resistance. So it means it could hit here and push back down. There clearly is not enough room for a really great risk to reward ratio. So there is no point in me looking to trade this for a buy. So I would actually be looking for potential retracement and then take it for the sale. But it would have to be super strong to tell me, yep, it's selling. What do I need to see to tell me it's selling? Not just the bearish candlestick patterns and confirmation with it, but I need to see that the Canadian dollar is really strong and the US dollar is really weak. And then on top of that, with the news with FOREX Factory, y'all, I could look at tomorrow, okay? Because more than likely that's when it's going to be moving. There is an orange folder for tomorrow afternoon. Orange pretty means medium impact, which tells me that there's potential for a price for the market to be a bit volatile. And so for those of y'all that have watched any of my videos previously, I stay out of the market when I see orange photos and when I see red. If you want to know what these things mean, like what do they mean by a 10-year bond auction, just go over here, move your cursor over to the right, and it says open detail. When you click on it, it tells you, it gives you the information in here. Okay, so then you'll know, oh, okay, this is what they're talking about. So auction reports are reported. The first number is the highest interest rate. Okay, cool. So I mean, what is that telling me? Well, it's treasury auction. Okay, so they're talking about the bond market. Got it. Okay, cool. All right, so that should help you with better understanding that. Oh, there we go. X. Okay, so for me, like I said, y'all, I would definitely not do this for a buy at all unless it cleared here. But that would mean when it clears here, more than likely I will wait for the pullback to come back down to either this previous week high or day high, and then form another bullish candlestick pattern and then take off. Okay, so I wouldn't even enter, even though it clears here and closes above in a buy, above this week high, just because the momentum may be too strong. I would wait for my potential pullback and then another bullish candlestick pattern to tell me, okay, now we're going back into the buy. Okay, so what I could do though is if that happens, I can create my potential buy take profit points. So let's see. Okay, so I'm probably going to do this here. Let's see. How many times price touch? Remember, y'all, we're looking for peaks for the buy, peaks for the buy, V's are valleys for the sell. Peaks for the buy, bam. We need to have that happen a bunch of times. Valleys for the sell, V, okay? So we're looking for a buy, so I need to see this happen multiple times on this green line. If I don't see that happen multiple times on this green line, that is not a good take profit point. So that didn't hit it, but it did in support. Okay, so that's 2. This broke it a bit. So that counts as a touch. It was support 2 before resistance. Okay, but what if I come up here? So we got, look like probably like a small doji candle here. It was support, so that's 1, 2, touch, 3, resistance, 4, resistance, or 2 resistance and 2 support. This one broke it a little bit. That still counts as a touch. And then it was support again, resistance again. Let's see. Look like that's it. I would actually prefer that one than this one that I just did. So this one would be a better take profit point only if price clears here in a buy, pulls back down, forms another bullish candlestick pattern to come up. That's what I would need to see. So I'm gonna give y'all in kind of like a thing real quick. Is it? No, it's this one that does the arrow. All right. No, it's not that one. Aha. Okay, so I would need to see price come up. Okay, pull back down, form a bullish candlestick pattern here or here, whichever one, and then go up. Okay, and then I'm gonna do one here too. So either one. So either come here or here, whichever one, and then form a bullish candlestick pattern. As long as it closes above here again, bam, we take that to TP1. If that makes sense, let me know. If that makes sense, let me know. All right. And this is, y'all, at this point, this is for people who have been trading for a bit, but you have not been consistently profitable. Okay. We got to get to the point where we're consistent and doing things that are going to make us money. Get rid of them bad habits that you've learned with trading and start doing the stuff that is going to get you the results that you want. Oops. All right, cool. So now, there we go. All right, bet. So now this is the potential. We need to see buy, push up, close above here, pull back to either this previous week or the previous day high, and then form another bullish candlestick pattern. That bullish candlestick pattern has to confirm after the pullback. It has to confirm above this week. This is our potential take profit one. Okay, if the risk to reward ratio is great, this is our potential take profit one. I'm gonna do one more, y'all, to see if we can find another area. Let me change this back to a line. We're gonna look for one more, and then we're gonna do the same thing for the sell. So I see a lot of action here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 back to back. Doji. Let's see what that looked like. Possibly. Yep. So it's a little bit there. Then it was support over here before it became resistance. This one kind of broke it. Same thing, broke it. Resistance, resistance. Yeah, I like this one. I like this one. Resistance again. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this. So depending on risk to reward ratio, y'all, if it plays out and the US dollar maintains the strength and the Canadian dollar doesn't, then that would tell us that we're looking for a potential buy to continue. And this is our potential take profit one and take profit two, depending on risk to reward ratio. Y'all remember, we look for 1 to 2 at the very least. We do not do, let me rephrase, I do not do one-to-ones. I stopped that a long time ago because that was not yielding me the consistent profit that I wanted. Because if you lose a trade and you constantly doing one-on-one, well, you can't lose as many trades and still in the week or the day in profit or the month in profit if you're doing one-on-one all the time. You actually end up in a negative. All right, so now let's say this comes up here, hits either the day or the week, forms a bearish candlestick pattern, telling us, hey, we selling. The Canadian dollar picks up strength. The US dollar loses its strength. Then that means that we're looking for price to come down to at a bare minimum where our previous day low is at, which is this yellow line, and or our previous month high, where or is this low? I can't remember. I think this this is previous month high. Yeah, previous month high. Okay, or the bottom of our 5618 zone because of the fib that we drew on 4 hour. So we have 3 areas where price could potentially come to 1, 2, 3, all back to back. So I would say this whole zone is a hot zone for take profit. Okay, so if this were to push up and then form a bearish candlestick pattern either at the day or the week high, and it's strong, Canadian dollar has the strength, US dollar is now weak, that tells us we're looking for price to potentially come back down to either the day low, the previous month high, or the bottom of our 5618 zone. Okay. Again, y'all, if you want to know how in the world, Leona, did you get these lines on your chart? How did you get this box on this chart? There are 4 videos in the description of this live right now, or this video if you're watching a replay. You can go back and watch them, y'all. I go over really slow, so that way you're good to go and you're not like your head is not spinning. Okay, there's a reason for me doing those videos to make sure you're prepared for these sessions now. Okay, and if you want to learn more in detail about how I do the how I trade, period, just in general, like with the candlestick patterns, you can join the boot camp that's starting January 3rd. Okay. So now this is telling me I need my bearish candlestick pattern to form, either the day high, week high, and then push down. So I'm going to mark take profit 1. I'm just going to put this in here. Y'all, you can pick a line if you want to. Okay. If you're like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. I've been trading for a while. Bam. Okay. Do what you do. Okay. Again, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, nor a licensed nor a licensed trader. I'm a student, just like pretty much all of you. I just share what works for me and what has not worked for me, in hopes that it helps you to go out here and have a better start to your trading journey than I had. All right. So there we go. So we have USD CAD marked for potential buy, for potential sell. Now, let's just say that price continues to push through our 5618 zone here. Then guess what? Before it goes back into a buy, okay? Then that means this area here is our take profit 2, because this is called our demand zone. So you can either, let me do this. You can either use the top of the demand zone or the bottom of the demand zone as your take profit point. Totally up to you what you want to do. Again, y'all, everything that we do, we look at what is the risk to reward ratio, period. If it's 1-to-1, I don't do it. I don't trade it at all. I keep it pushing. If it is a 1-to-2, 1-to-3, bam, I'm in there. All right. So take profit, potential take profit 1, potential take profit 2 for the sale. So now we have both. We have our buy marked. We have our sale marked. All right. So that's it for that. I'll mark that, write that down. And y'all, I post the results in our Prosperity Cost community. And then I also post the results. I put a comment on here as well. So after the live session is ended and I come back and I check, I post the results in the comments. So you'll see my comments saying the results as of whatever time and on this date for USD CAD and for AUD USD. Okay. And then I'm going to go to gold now, y'all. Time to go to gold. I marked this earlier. So my lines have already marked. This is a stop loss here, this red line. So I'm going to go to the 4 hour just so y'all can see this too, just like I did earlier with everything else. Okay. If y'all followed me on last week, y'all have a bit of an idea of what I was talking about with the imbalance. If you want to learn more, then you can join the 90-day trading bootcamp that starts January 3rd. I go into detail on a lot of stuff pertaining to trading. But the imbalance, I go into detail on that on phase 2. Phase 1 is just raising your awareness, giving you the foundation to trading. Phase 2 is where you're putting all the stuff you learned in phase 1. You're really putting that into action, and then I'm adding more to help give you more confirmation on utilizing these candlestick patterns. All right. So we're not just relying solely on candlestick patterns. So US dollar is strong. Let's see. I'm gonna refresh my page. US dollar is still considered to be strong because it has 4 bars. All right. So that tells me that with gold should continue to sell as long as the US dollar stays strong. If the US dollar weakens, then you should see, typically you will see price turn around and go into a buy. Okay. If the US dollar is strong, then typically gold is selling. So right now, because the US dollar has a bit of strength to it, that's why the gold is selling right now. So my next hit point here we're looking at is because I invest in gold, this is my 3-month high. I think this is my 3-month high, previous 3-month high. So yeah, we're looking for price to come down here. Okay. So it formed a bearish candlestick pattern here in right above my previous day. Is this previous day high? Yeah. Previous day high. So it formed a bearish pattern just right above it, but it closed below. Bam. So that let us know, all right, we got sale happening. And then, of course, like I said, with the US dollar being stronger right now than it was before, it has 4 bars or greater, then that tells us, all right, yep, we should be looking for a continuation for the sale. Then it formed another bearish harami with another confirmation telling us, hey, we're still selling. You could rejoin the trend that is about to come for this sale. And then it just dropped down. So this was on Friday at midnight Central Standard Time. Didn't see that. So yeah. I don't think did I trade on Friday? I'm trying to think if I traded on Friday or not. Anyway, I know I did get one sale though. No, I got 2 sales. My bad. I got 2 sales. From filling the imbalance of this buy over here. So yeah, I got 2 sales. I don't know if that was Wednesday or Thursday. But anyway, so yeah, so right now we're just looking for this to potentially push down to at least the previous 3 months. And because I see this is another imbalance on the 4-hour. I'm going to mark this one too. So when price does turn around and go into a buy, I'm in there. If you want to know more about imbalances and how that works and Leona, how do you mark an imbalance? What exactly is an imbalance? What is that supposed to mean to me? I'll go over that in the Day Trading Bootcamp. Okay, I show you exactly what I am meaning by this, how I use this to trade, and also how I use this to help me with investing too. Because I invest in gold, I invest in Bitcoin. All right, so now I got that. So now I'm gonna go to the 1 hour and see, make this a bit bigger for y'all. If y'all have any questions, please type it in the comments. Okay. There we go. So y'all should be able to see this. Okay, so for my people who understand candlestick patterns, you all will clearly see that this bearish harami formed inside this imbalance, so it did not completely fill the imbalance. It started, but it couldn't keep going. Buyers is like, we tired, dog, and the sellers is like, we got you. We gonna drive the price down, right? So the seller said, tag, we in, and then now they're taking over. All right. So bearish harami confirmation happened. That's why I have this line here. So this told me I should be looking for potential sale to enter the trade. So guess what? I'll mark this line here saying this is where you should be looking for an entry. Should have looked for an entry, I should say. And then you can see what is your risk to reward. Okay. With us trading candlestick patterns, those of us that do, we automatically know where our stop loss should be. Okay. There's no guessing game when it comes to trading candlestick patterns. We know when a pattern forms and it confirms where our stop loss is supposed to be. So we're all on the same page. So if my stop loss is here, oops, did I not press? I did not press it. Okay. So stop loss is here. This is 57 pip stop loss worth. Oh, my bad. So 60 pip stop loss. Okay, cool. So that means I need to have a take profit of at least 120, right? So I can have a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 2 at a bare minimum. So I need to find a spot. So this is not 1 to 2. This is definitely past 1 to 2. All right. So that would mean that entering this trade, I should be looking for price to come to the 3 month. Okay. 3 month, previous 3 month high. Now, y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. There's something else that you can do. If you've been trading for a while, then you can utilize something called a trailing stop. So what that does is, as price goes down into profit, like it has here, as price goes down into profit, then so does your stop loss. So your stop loss will technically go from here, and as it goes into profit, your stop loss just moves down. However many pips you tell it to follow. Okay, so if I'm in profit 30 pips and I tell it to trail me 20 pips, then it would move. My stop loss will go from up here to 10 pips in profit. Okay. And then if it's down 40 pips, then that means if I'm telling it to trail me 20, then it's going to move me 20 pips in profit. Then when I go down 60, it's going to move me, 40 pips in profit, right? If you're like, Leon, I have no idea, like, I don't know how to use a trailing stop. There's a lot of concepts you're telling me about that I don't know about. Join the 90-day trading boot camp that starts January 3rd, y'all. That's our first live session. We're going in, and I'm telling y'all, doing the phase 1 is going to help set you up for success for 2024. After phase 1, it's going to follow phase 2. That goes into more detail on how to put together all the information to help you to become consistently profitable. But you got to get a system, y'all. Okay. So right now, Take Profit 1 is here for go. Okay. And that's only because we need a risk to reward ratio of a minimum of 1 to 2. Okay. And that gives us that when we have this. All right. So I looked at this before the session, y'all. So that's the reason why I had already had this marked and all that good stuff. Okay. Now, if it were to not go here, okay, and you have, let's say you're like, well, I see 3 black crows. That's another candlestick pattern where we have 3 sell candles back to back. This 4th candle needs to confirm. Y'all, this 4th candle would need to confirm below this previous week low. And so that means for me, I would need to see a greater potential for take profit. I don't have anything under here. Okay. I got a large gap here between this 3-month high and this previous month high. Okay. That's a large gap. So that means I would need to find a potential take profit point. So let's see. I'm going to do this here. Here we go. One more time. Okay. So let's do this. So that's automatically 2 touch points, 1, 2. In support, man, we need to see a V for sale. V for sale. Peak for buy. V for sale. Peak for buy. Well, we're looking for a sale, right? So we need to see V's. So we got 1, almost a V. 2. This is like probably a doji candle or something here. Let's see. Yep. Bam. Right on the line. So that's automatically 3 touches right here. And let's see what we find over here. Got close, didn't quite do it. It was resistance prior to the support. Oh yeah, bam, 1, 2, 3. Lot of action here, even though it wasn't actual on the line, like V here. But these are still considered touches. So I had already counted 4 V's support. So I'm going to keep this. So depending on what happens for my person who did not see it when I did, if you were like, hey, I want to do the 3 black crows candlestick pattern, so you need this candle to confirm, then this green line will be potentially be your take profit 1. Okay, I'm going to put TP2 for me, but for you, if this continues to sell, then guess what? This would be your take profit 1. This would be my take profit 2. Okay. So let's see. Let's just say hypothetically this closed below. This sell candle closes below, which it is not. It did not. But this is where you would enter. Okay. This will be your entry for 3 black crows. 1, 2, 3. Confirmation candle. So you need price to go down Risk to reward ratio. Hold on. So that's a 112. Yep. We need. It got me. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. If I'm just gonna be honest, I would not trade 3 Black Crow with this. So yeah, so see, this it still isn't even a 1 or 2. So I would not trade this if I were you. If you did not enter gold when I had it marked, okay, I would not trade this. That's just me. Because the stop loss is 112. Look at this. Price we have to get kicked out here at 112. Well, this TP2 is only what was it, 160 something? Right? And I got it. You probably like, but Leona, that's 160 pips though. I don't care. Risk to reward, y'all. You got to get consistent with doing the stuff that gives you the results you want. The moment that you go against your rules is when you're saying, hey, I'm just going free game. And now you're creating a bad habit as a trader. You do not want that. I'm telling you, I've been there, done that. That's the reason why I'm like, I wouldn't do this. I don't care how many pips it's showing me. I would not do it, period. Because it has the potential to turn around. It could come down here a little bit and then turn around and go feel that imbalance. So if you didn't enter when I did up here, you out of luck. Okay? Because this is profit here so far. Uh-oh. This is I messed it up. This is profit here so far. 67 pips roughly. Well, it got down to 67 pips. So right now it's a little less than that. Come on, man. Why in the world would I sit here and try to take that chance when it didn't even clear below here? That's just me. Again, I'm practicing consistency, and I'm a very conservative trader too at the same time. So I've learned that taking those big risks as a trader, they don't pan out for me. Okay, because trading is already risky. So no, I'm good. You can miss me with that. Okay. But if you that person that's super risky, then that was your entry, and you would need to find another take profit point because this is not going to give you 1 or 2. Okay. And then at the end of the day, like I said, trailing stops, I use them all the time now because that helps with minimizing that emotional attachment to a trade. Okay. So yeah, so there we go. That we got gold, and then I'm going to show y'all Bitcoin real quick. And then that's it. If y'all have any questions, let me know. Okay. I know this session went a little longer, but it's okay. Hopefully y'all still with me because I know it's 11 on the East Coast. All right. Oh, what? Oh, man, I know. I missed it. I missed it. All right, y'all. So listen. So we was on. I had the day trading boot camp today, right? Phase 2. So this white line. This is when we were on a session earlier today, and that was a 3 p.m. session, Eastern Standard Time. And so I was like, "Hey, y'all, it's ranging. So we need to see it either break to the downside or the upside, but it has to decide what it's going to do." Well, I didn't catch it. And I missed all of this. Wow. Okay. The good news, though, for my people who've been a part of the trading boot camp with me, y'all, we got an imbalance here. Got an imbalance that must be filled. So I'm going to put this in here. So we're going to see what Bitcoin does. If it hits this if it hits this imbalance, which it did touch it. So check this out, y'all. All right, I'm getting excited. So check this out. Price came up. Couldn't keep feeling the imbalance. Push back down. So we got our sale right now. I'm interested because what this tells me is that price could potentially come back down into this demand zone or come back down to this demand zone or come back down to this previous week. Is this high or low? Look, I'm like, okay, so this is a previous week high. So it could potentially come back down to this demand zone and or potentially come back down to this previous week high. So for me, if I were you, I would be looking for another bearish candlestick pattern to form here, okay? And then do my risk to reward ratio, all right? That'll tell me what I need to see. So now, let's just say hypothetically, this forms a bearish harami, meaning this candle is green. This one is a small red candle. And then another full body red candle follows that and confirms the sell is here. All right. US dollar stays strong. Cool. Then that means that we're looking for a push down. That is roughly 1,697 pips, roughly. Okay. To this previous week high. So I'm going to show y'all something real quick. 4 hours, just like we did earlier. Okay. Wow. My goodness. Give me a second, y'all, because I got to make sure I know what time I had this at. 1400. Okay. So I can move this out the way. 1400. So actually, I'm going to mark this imbalance for the 4 hour because it's up here. This is. That's one heck of an imbalance. So I'm going to do that. And then I'll come back and check that out. All right. So imbalance just pretty much means impulsive move in one direction. That's what happened here. Candle before that starts our border. Candle after that closes our border. And this is the overlap on the 5618 zone for the buy. So we were expecting for a price to hit this zone and then go back up into the buy. But because it has not shown us that yet, that tells us right now we're looking for a potential continuation for the sale to come back into this demand zone and or come back down to the week high. All right, so this is our potential. Go to the 1 hour real quick, y'all. If this were to sell, okay, we're going to put potential take profit 1, potential take profit 2. Again, what we need to see is risk to reward ratio, y'all. Risk to reward ratio. Always look for that 1 to 2 at a bare minimum. All right. If it don't give you that, move to take profit. That's not it. So if the risk to reward ratio is there, keep the take profit where I have it. If it's not, move it. And that's only for the formation of the sale. So like here, we need this candle to close red, and then we need a confirmation candle red. That tells us we got our confirmation for continuation of the buy. Of the sale. Okay. So if the risk to reward ratio is good, 1 to 2, then this will be our take profit 1. If it's not at the close of that sale, the confirmation of that sale, then this will be your take profit 1. And then, y'all, guess what? Bam. We got this here. You may find something in between that. Okay. So if the risk to reward ratio is not good here, then you'll just simply move take profit 1 to here and then take profit 2 to here, unless we find something in between that. Let's see. Up. We got something in between that. We got something in between that. Right here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be take profit. This is going to be the other one. I don't even need to go back any further. This would be take profit 3. And this is all if the sale is strong, y'all. If the sale is strong. If risk to reward ratio isn't that great, this will move down to take profit 1 here. And then this will move here. And then this will move here. Make sense? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. All right, cool. So now we're going to do it for the bottom. Now, let's say we had this imbalance start getting filled. Okay? Imbalance start getting filled. Y'all, I'm going to tell you right now. Take profit 1 is the top of the imbalance. And that is our previous day low. Off the rip. But we need, again, for the risk to reward ratio to be there. 1 to 2. All right? So if the risk reward ratio is there for the potential buy, cool. So I'm gonna put this on here so I won't confuse nobody. Look, TP1 for buy. Okay. Then TP2 is our previous day high. TP2. See how easy that is? When you do your top-down analysis, y'all, you don't have to do a whole lot of going, find and take profit points. The market show you where it has the potential to return to. Okay, so now we have our sell mark for Bitcoin. We also have our buy mark for Bitcoin if it turns around and fills this imbalance and the US dollar loses its strength. Because the US dollar right now is strong, that's why you see Bitcoin selling. Okay, if the US dollar loses its, oh, my bad. If the US dollar loses its strength, then we would see Bitcoin buying. All right, so we have our take profit points marked for the sale and also for the buy. So I'm gonna hit save on all these, y'all. Okay, so I did, just to recap, I did AUD, USD for the sale and buy. I marked those take profit points for that. I marked take profit points for USD CAD for sale and buy. I marked gold for sale and buy, right? Didn't I mark it for buy? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I didn't mark it for buy. Hold on, y'all. Let me do that. And I marked Bitcoin for sell and buy real quick, and then we out. If y'all don't have any questions, I'm going to just close it out, okay? So, hypothetical here. So, let's say US dollar loses its strength. Well, depending on where it loses its strength, that's going to determine, oops. Oh, I'm going to probably have to go back and remark my 3 month. Depending on where it loses its strength, if it loses its strength here and it turns around into the buy, well, then that means that this would be our stop loss. And then that bullish candlestick pattern would need to be pretty strong. And then we will be looking at, if the risk to reward ratio is there, this would be our take profit 1.
Have you been
okay? And then this would be take profit 2. So let's mark that now. But that would have to be, again, a strong movement. And again, y'all look at risk to reward ratio. If the risk to reward ratio is not there for this take profit 1, then you'll just simply move take profit 1 to here at the top of this imbalance. Okay. So this white line, this border, this will be take profit 2. Again, though, if this is not a good risk to reward ratio, then this will turn into take profit 1. And then because we have, man, we got another imbalance on the hour. That's another one here. Jeez. Okay. We're big. We got another one here. Okay. We got another one. So I do that. And then I'm put 1 hour. Not 41. Not 41, y'all. All right, there we go. So then that would mean, again, that'll be the bottom of this border. Take profit 3. Remember, gold is a bit different, y'all. Okay, in pips. So this would actually be really great. A great number of pips. We're talking about like 14. Yeah, you're looking at like a 50 pip gap probably. Close to a 50 pip gap. Okay. So again, if the risk reward ratio isn't great for a potential buy here, okay. If the risk reward ratio is not that great, then this take profit 1 would move to here. This take profit 2 will move to here. This take profit 3 will move to here, to the top of this imbalance. All right. So we're just looking for price to fill these imbalances that's here. So all of these are just dependent upon what the market does. So if you miss the sale because you did not catch it up here with me, okay? If you didn't catch it up here with me, then guess what? It's okay. All right. And it turns around and starts to fill the imbalance. That's cool. You just need to see confirmation for the bullish movement, and then look at your risk reward ratio, and that'll tell you if this is going to be your take profit 1 or this is going to be your take profit 1. All right. So that's it. Hopefully this helped. If this did help you, let me know. Okay. If you're like, oh my gosh, Leona, that was a lot of information. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this whole trading thing, because I want to do it, but it's very challenging. Y'all just join the boot camp. Okay. I break everything down, slow pace, just like with the videos that you'll see that's in the description of this one, this live that you're watching right now, or replay if you're watching a replay. You'll be able to see me taking my time step by step, okay? Showing you my trading system, why I look at these things. And then I do the same thing with the candlestick patterns. I do the same thing when talking about different indicators. I do the same thing just over and over and over again, y'all. Very repetitious, very, very repetitious, okay? So we had 4 things that we marked up. Bitcoin for the sell and for the buy. Marked AUD USD for the sell and for the buy, USD JPY for the sell and for the buy, and then gold. I just showed you all again. I marked the buy, so if it fills those imbalances, you have your buy, take profit points, but you also will see how far I went for the sell for me. If you did not enter what I did, if you take risk and you did the sell for the 3 Black Crow candlestick pattern, I warned you on that one because that was not a risk to reward ratio of a 1 to 2 at a bare minimum. So, but again, y'all, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I'm not a licensed trader. I'm a student. So whatever you decide to do with your money or in your demo account, that is totally up to you. I'm just giving you what works for me and what has not worked. I share things that have not worked, so that way, hopefully you have a much better trading journey than I had in the beginning. Okay. Again, if you want to join, you see it coming across the screen, but it's actually in the description of this video, y'all. You can just click the link. You get 30% off right now. That's my Christmas present to everyone that has been watching these videos on YouTube that have been curious about learning this skill, and also just to kind of save you a bit of money as you prepare to make money in 2024 with what you're doing. And y'all remember, with this skill, learning this skill of trading, you can actually leverage this as an investor. So it gives you a bit of an edge on people who do not know how to read charts. Okay, so you get better entry points for buying your shares in whatever companies, buying gold, silver, oil, crypto like myself, all of those things. Anything that you can put on a chart, if you can invest in it and you can see it on a chart, that helps you. Trading helps you with that. So yeah, that's it, y'all. I'm excited. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Okay, share the video. If you know someone who has been struggling with trading, being consistently profitable, or that is curious and want to learn, like seriously want to learn and want people to hold their hand, walk them through the process, take their time, teach you elementary style, then they should sign up for this boot camp as well. And then that is it. So I'm going to leave you all. I know I went a little over what I expected, but feel like it was worth it to me. It feel like it was worth it to me. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you all with my favorite quote, and that's from the legend. His name is Arthur Ashe, and he says to start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all again next Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific. We'll be doing this again. Come with your questions, okay? And you can come back to this video because once the results occur, I'm going to be dropping them in the comment of this video, okay? So that way you can go back and see. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye, y'all. Bye-bye.